Well, welcome back to CreatorCast. I am Danny Black, as where is Danny Black, and I'm joined by three beautiful gentlemen. And we got Scott Muir all the way from Melbourne, and I think I'm pointing in the right direction. I think this is the right direction, and because everybody's in that way. Then we got Jay Boston from Melbourne as well, and then all the way from beautiful Sydney, we got Benin from Gives a Minute.
Hello.
And we are here. We know that you guys just love to hear our voices and talk about all these cool topics. And we have kind of a cool topic that's going to branch into other little topics. And I want to kick it off by saying that we are trying to help those that have a small amount of subs grow and take it to the next level. So first of all, I think we should just go around the room and give a little bit of a shout out to a small YouTuber. And we'll put the link in below as well, or up at the little eye or something like that up there. Let's start with Scott and work our way over. So, Scott.
All right. I've got two that I sort of want to give a shout out to because they're two guys that I've been watching since I was under 100, who have been helpful to me along the journey. The first one is, I can never say his name right. I think it's Bram Bones. He is from Southern California. He does abandoned locations like me and Jay, but also at the minute has been daily vlogging from his job at Knott's Berry Farm, which is a theme park in Southern California. He just hit 100 subscribers like a week ago, and I think he's on about 130 now. So, everyone definitely go and check him out. He's a super nice guy, got a good taste in tunes, so I'll give him that too. And, he's just a great dude.
Who's the other?
The other one is his name. He's actually comments a few times. You might have seen on these videos. His name is Ricky Sunborn. He lives in Brooklyn, but works in Manhattan. Really interesting dude. Does a lot of vlogs throughout Manhattan and stuff like that, which is a city that I love and you can't get enough of. You know what I mean? So just seeing the visuals that he comes out with and going back to our last video about the time lapses, go check out some of his stuff because it is really cool. I think he just hit 100, just over 100 now as well. So and he does a little sit down chat session with him and two of his friends as well. So it's kind of similar to this sort of stuff. It's cool.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Oh,
awesome. Well, let's go over to Jay. Jay, who do you want to shout out to?
Hey guys, so my guy is called Jamofro. So he is a local Melbourne boy. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's basically one of those guys who's, I don't know, I think he's about 18 or 19, and he does food challenges. So similar to Epic Mealtime, if you know those guys.
You've been on his channel, Jay, I think.
What's that?
You've been on this guy's channel on one of your vlogs? Yeah, yep. Seen it, yep. Oh, yeah.
Now, with him, he's been doing this since 2016, so he's been doing it now for about 16 months or so. And he's done his artwork really well. He's going out and trying to collaborate with people. His thumbnails are really good. He features himself in them. There's a consistent theme all the way through. He's only got 233 subs in 16 months, and I know like the curve of you actually going from, getting 1 or 2 subscribers every day to say 15 or so, he's probably just about to start doing that. But what I can see, like I'm just looking through his videos at the moment, he's getting about between 30 and 50 views in total. And these videos have been around for quite a while now. He publishes probably every week or so. So he's got a schedule. So I'm not quite sure why he's not getting the views. It could be because the kind of things that he does, everybody does. It's just saturated. That could be potentially what it is. I just wanted to put a shout out to Jamofro. He's a pretty cool guy, really trying. He's busting his guts to get some really good views, get some good subscribers. Wish him all the best.
Awesome. All right, Benin?
I want to shout out for the Happy Canadian. We've already spoken about him briefly not last episode, the one before. The Happy Canadian is a lovely, lovely chap. He's really, really committed to his channel. He has probably the smallest sub count of the ones we've just mentioned. I think he's just over 50 or just on 50 at the moment. But he is being very, very consistent, and he's enthusiastic, and his heart is completely into it. And I think it's just a matter of time before he strikes on maybe more of a he needs to sort of find his style more. He's sort of niche, but his niche is like he's doing walking around daily vlogs and showing around his city and whatnot. But he just needs to, because he's still so new, he needs to just sort of like finalize that, and then I think it'll flow really nicely. I've really enjoyed watching his stuff from the very beginning. So if you want to check out a real small channel who's definitely going to go somewhere, have a look at the Happy Canadian. He has a real name, but he likes to keep it to himself, so I won't mention it. So yeah,
and he has been a big supporter of this channel since day one.
Absolutely, he's got a great heart. I will tell you this too. He won my subscriber count. What was it? One of my one of my giveaways. And thanks Australia Post, we still haven't seen it arrive in Canada yet.
That's right. That's
don't know what's going on with that. Sorry, Happy Canadian. I honestly have nothing to say except I mailed it, and somewhere someone has it.
There's probably a lot of happy Canadians out there.
A lot of happy Canadian Postal Service workers.
Yeah. So for mine, I'm picking a guy. His name's James Vickers, and he's been doing it for a while. I think his older videos are like about 3 years ago, and then he kind of picked it up again maybe 9 months ago, and he's been doing kind of just a random like good stuff, but I think that his view counts are pretty low, and his subscribers are only 36. So I mean, there's two ways that you can look at it. Like, this guy is not really going out and trying to say, "Hey, subscribe to my channel." Hey, subscribe to my channel. Like, he's just making content, and just to make for himself, which is really cool. But I feel, I'm like, dude, like, you watch a video and you can tell like so much hard work goes into it. It's not just like, hey, what's up? My name is whatever, and then like, see ya. He actually spends time and does all the time lapses and drones and puts a lot of work into it. And so that's my shout out for him. There's a bunch, there's, for all of us, I'm sure there's a bunch more that we could all say. And actually, you know what? If you want to be mentioned on this show, just make some comments, because we always talk about the people that are commenting. Join our group on Facebook. And to even talk more so about CreatorCast, is we're a channel that is under 100 subs right now. And, who knows what's going to happen in the future, but people might be looking back at this video going, what? These guys only had so little of subs. I mean, collectively, we have a lot of subs. We're just really pushing this channel. I think we're actually having a lot of fun doing this, and that's what's kind of important. Yeah. We're here 100%. For you guys, trying to get people going. Yeah.
Can we shout out ourselves?
Yeah. Shout out yourselves. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. CreatorCast.
Yeah. CreatorCast. Yeah.
Plug them in.
And this is so much more relaxing than doing what we do. We get to sit in a room and I get to talk to you guys. So I look forward to this every time we do it. Like, it's
and jumping into it, we did a challenge. We set out a challenge for each other on how to vlogging with the camera in public. And let's talk about it. If you haven't seen it, go to our Facebook group and you can watch those videos. Like, we each try to do. I did a minute. The other guys did a little bit more, but walking in public with the camera.
You were running in public.
Oh, shut up! I was not.
Yeah, you were.
All right, so if you watch it,
you were quick.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna open it up. I just want Jay. You talk about someone else on here. Like, so you watched him. Tell me what you thought of Benen's video.
I've seen Benin do his vlogging completely with no hesitation whatsoever. So it was just like watching Benin again. It was so funny seeing you go through such a highly secure place like Sydney Airport, not give a crap whatsoever. And yeah, I love the fact that people started waving behind you and you actually turned around and saw them as soon as they did that. I thought that was pretty priceless.
Yeah. But I've got to say, that security in Melbourne Airport wasn't so friendly, let's just say. In my vlog that's coming out tomorrow or the day after, I got told not to take photos of the sunset in Melbourne Airport. Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Wow. So was it your big rig camera? Is that what it was? Like,
oddly enough, the camera was on the ground, sitting there taking a time lapse. So it's kind of funny how it happened, and the cops were involved as well.
Were you taking a time lapse of?
The son, not someone's son. Yeah, but it's interesting you should say that. Yeah, sorry. The airport is not public; it's private, so they do have the right to tell you off. And I did get told off.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Never been told
like
off.
Scotty's. I thought Scotty's was good going through Telstra Dome or Etihad Stadium now. You didn't seem to care. You could definitely tell Danny cared massively.
Yeah.
Yeah, God,
You can see in Danny. Danny had that look in his face like, all right, let's keep moving. But like,
Yeah, come on.
But
it's just
the
one of
thing
those
that I
things
learned,
that.
Oh crap!
the
We're
thing that I
coming up to a
learned
big
was
group of people.
as soon as you look at the lens and like, because before I would look around and that would mess with me, and then as soon as I just looked at the lens, I was like, okay, no, like everyone else fades out, and that was
like
the
blinkers.
key.
It's like you put blinkers on.
Blinders.
Yeah.
Yeah, blinders. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I have to say too.
I filmed mine on my phone, and I had my dark sunnies on, and I had the screen down really low, so I couldn't even see what I was actually recording. And I was just sort of and it wasn't until I was sort of looking around like, oh, there's a few people around, but yeah. I mean, Jay, you did yours in Chadstone, which is the busiest bloody shopping centre in Melbourne. I've never been to Chadstone, believe it or not, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, wait, Jay, were you shooting with a GoPro? Because it had that
I was with my full 80D microphone, GorillaPod, everything.
Yeah, and I reckon if you had have done that for any longer, you would have had security on you as well, for sure.
Yeah, probably.
In a shopping centre, looking over the railing, looking down like that. Yeah. Damn, that was begging for it. Yeah.
No, but what you guys just said then, all I did was focus on the lens. That's it.
I saw you flip the screen. You closed the screen. Good boy.
Yeah, I closed it up, and I thought, you know what, I'm not going to focus on me because I hate when people look at that camera. You can tell they're looking at the TV. So I just closed that and focused on those little rings on the inside, and then I knew I was good.
Yeah.
That's one thing every new vlogger could do to increase their subscriber counts. Look to the lens. Don't look. If you've got that, we've talked about this before. If you've got the articulated screen, use it to get your focus and get your shot set up, but then shut it and look straight into the guts of that lens.
Yeah. I don't mind, like if you're like really early starting on, just to understand where your lens should be and how you should position it, and then when you're comfortable and you think you're in shot, close it. I think that's pretty key. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that. Well, I mean, when you actually record it and you're feeling awkward, and then when you look at it on the screen, you don't. It's such a weird perspective, and so it's like the more you do that and see yourself doing it, the more you remember what it's like to edit what you're doing, and you know what I mean. Then you're in that zone of on the other side of that's confusing. It's like the inception of editing and doing it live. So I think that. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. But if any of you guys watching want to
you did have a
be
point,
part
mate.
of that challenge, please go ahead and do it, because I think that'd be fun to watch other people do it. I know my partner Emma, she did it. She hasn't posted it yet, but she tried it out,
cool.
and because she wants to be better at talking to the camera, and she feels awkward talking to a camera, and so I think that
maybe
does
people
it, the
can post it up on our Facebook page.
Yeah, absolutely.
Facebook page or group. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out with us is where we go. Like pages. Yeah.
Do we have both? Do we have a page and a group?
We have a page and a group, but the page basically says go to the group because
go to the group.
I think that's what we're trying to do is build the community. We want everybody here to be here.
Yeah.
So
get them to join the group.
All right. Going back to the topic, we don't have so much longer, but I think that going to all those like low counts of subscribers. I want to go around and find out what you guys think that people can do. Like, what have you learned since you had that little of subscribers? Because you didn't have a bigger YouTube brother kind of telling you to try this. You kind of did it on your own, and it sucks. So, Benin, why don't you start?
My advice would be to be consistent. Have a consistent schedule that you stick with. So make sure you're uploading at the same time or setting it to go live at the same time. Whatever time you choose. If you're so little you don't have a core following, it doesn't really make a difference. Maybe choose your local time. But if you have a core following that's based, say for me, it's America, so I set all mine to go live for America time. I think we just lost Scotty.
He'll be back.
There he is. Good looking chap. Be consistent and have a regular schedule. And it also helps if you have a video that somehow pops for whatever the reason. I can't really explain how that works and why that works, but if you can find something that's going to just pop, it's going to help you a lot. Yeah. You can find one of those.
That was weird.
That's my advice.
All right, yeah, okay, cool. Jay, any advice?
I've only got a couple of things. My biggest thing is listen to the comments and write back to people. I know Bennon's a big advocate of this too, but when I first started, I really listened. No, you can't listen to comments. I really read through the comments and understood what my audience was after. And what I really did was say, is that something that I want to do? Does it fit with what I'm interested in? And if not, I will go with the comments that I think will get me where I want to go. And for me, I wanted to get good subscribers, I wanted to get good views, but I also wanted to make sure I was doing what I wanted to do, banded buildings and skateboards basically. So that was really key for me. The other thing that happened to me, and I know it happened to Ben on, and I don't know if it's happened to you guys yet, but it took me about 50 or so videos before I found one, like Ben just said, that just took off. And it came out of the blue, and it was even a video that I didn't even try hard at editing or filming, but it was just it just took me off. And I remember I was in Early Beach, and I woke up in the morning and I had 3,000 new subscribers, and I was like, what the hell? And it was because this video just went nuts. There was 2 or 3 American websites that just posted it as like some of the best abandoned mansions or whatever it was around the world, and it just skyrocketed. And I had a couple of years that day for sure. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying is listen, read your comments, take the advice on if you think it's warranted, and just keep going until you find something that pops. And again, do you continue with that? Because I know, like for Ben, a snorkel video went nuts, and he's not really into snorkeling. So you just got to do what is right for you, and just listen to what people are saying.
Yep. All right, Scott.
100% agree.
Where are you at, Scott, with your subscribers? Because you've been doing really good.
I think I'm one away from 800. So
Nice one.
Yeah, I mean, as I said in the other videos, it was only like 3 months ago that I was at 100 subscribers myself. So everything you guys have said is tied in really well to what I've done. Jay just said, there you go, I just got a new subscriber right now as I'm filming this. So that's 800.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
That was Creator subscribing to.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, so
was it really?
Saying that.
Yeah, I did it.
No, was it? It was. No, it wasn't. Either way. I think we spoke about this between us at VidCon, that you just don't know what video, or like what could happen during the day. I know, like sometimes you'll set out with a set plan, but there's days where you'll just pick up the camera and go out and film anything, and then that video ends up being one of your best videos. Like it's I don't know, just don't give up is my biggest thing. Like there was days when I was filming video. I'm like, these videos are actually pretty good, and like I'm only getting like 20 views, 30 views, 10 views here and there, and then eventually you hit that one video that can really take you through. The other thing I want to say is don't underestimate social media to promote your videos. There are so many ways you can promote your video on social media. Instagram, there's so many Facebook's pages. I think there's one that I use a fair bit is the Vlogging Crew. Creatorcast. And I think the other one's like, small YouTuber boost or something like that. So just keep posting in there, because I met two guys I spoke about. I met them through Facebook. So it would have never happened if I hadn't have posted something on Facebook. So just keep going and don't give up. That's all I got to say.
Solid.
Wow, cool. Yeah, so for me, I would say, I find my channel going in waves. Like all of a sudden it's like, whoa, I got more subscribers, and then it just kind of stays for a little bit and then goes up again. And I think that as far as what everyone else said is dead on, but I think that you also have to, you have to make your content so that when you look back on it, you want to be happy about it too. It's always good to make a video and upload it, and then you never know what's going to pop. But there's so many times I even look back on some of my videos that I did, and because a lot of times I think I was doing daily videos traveling around Australia, and I was like, you know what, I don't have time. I'll export it from Final Cut. I don't even have time to watch it one time through. I'm going to upload it. And so I'll look back on it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice the drone shot did this or that, because I was on a MacBook Air at the time, so I couldn't even see it as I was playing through it. So I just kind of went with it. And now I'm like, if I would have just watched it one time through, I could have fixed that and then But not, a lot of people don't care about that. But just do something that you're proud of, but at the same time, keep uploading, like keep pumping stuff out. That's the trick. And I think that's what I'd want to say to everybody. So
if you can somehow manage to do a daily video, then I think you're on the right track too. I know daily is very difficult for a lot of people, but if you can somehow come up with some kind of twist on it, some kind of take on daily, then you'll definitely see an increase. Yeah.
What I find is so hard.
That's a whole.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Scott.
That's a whole nother topic we could do, is just daily vlogging. Like it's
Just don't do 4-minute daily vlogs that cut off at the minute with no editing and no music, and do them at nighttime. That's a stupid idea. Who would do that? You idiot!
Walk into trees and frogs and God knows what else.
I'm gonna hand you something.
And never get any sleep either.
Wait,
what do you got there, Danny?
Watch, I'm gonna hand it to you.
Oh, what is this?
Wait, you froze. That didn't even work. Hold on.
Anyway, I got this CD here, but I'm not going to promote that because that's
Anyways, I think that's good. I think that's great. Is any comments we want to hit on from some of the videos we've seen? By the way, I loved your video. I know we talked about the microphone video, and I did my overhead camera hack video, and be expecting more of that kind of stuff. I think Scott's coming out with one soon. Jay might come up with one. There's no pressure. It's just do whatever you want to do. But you know what? I think we've covered all the comments that have been written. I think.
Yeah, we've been answering a lot of comments. Nice to see them all coming through there.
Yeah, and if you're this far into this video, thanks for being here, and we're here for you. We want to help you guys grow as much as we want this to grow, because I don't think there's a lot of stuff out there like this, like what we have. We're trying to create a cool group, like a good group of people that are positive and want to succeed in this platform and hang out with each other. So I think that's all good. Any one last thing anybody wants to say?
Keep at it.
All right.
Join the Facebook group.
Until next time, we're signing off.
See you later.
Headphones off.
Taking these off.
Yeah.
They're out of there.